Hello everyone, this is DJTHED from Try to Watch This, and today we are reviewing the Baby Faces Blaster. So, let's go ahead and get on with this review, make this nice and quick. The stats of this weapon, are 40% more accurate, which means it has less spread. On hit, it builds boost, you can run up to double the speed when you fill up the boost all the way. Here are the cons, minus 30% damage penalty. 35% slower movement speed on wear, and boost resets on jump. So let's go ahead and go over these stats real quick. So basically the first stat here is the 40% more accurate, which pretty much means that you don't have as much spread, you can shoot from a farther range. Basically you can deal more damage at farther range than the default scattergun because the fellows are more focused on a certain area instead of it being more spread out. So, when it comes to long ranges, this weapon is better, and also helps you build your boost faster since it does quite a bit of damage at long ranges. Now, the second pro is on hit. It builds boost. You can run up to double the speed at maximum boost. So basically, when you fill up your boost bar, you run at pretty fast. To be exact, it's 517 hammer units per second, if you know what that means. So that's pretty fast. The normal scout runs at 40%. No, I'm sorry, not 40%, but 400 hammer units per second, which is pretty much a 25% increase from the normal scout if you have your boost bar all the way up. So that's pretty cool. It's definitely faster than anything else in the game. Now here are the cons for this weapon, which balances the weapon out pretty decently. It doesn't deal as much damage. As you can see, it takes forever to take down the teleporter. Eventually, I do. So, it doesn't do as much damage, but having it have more accurate pellet spread, it can make up for that at longer ranges. As well as it being, it would be unbalanced if it did the normal scattergun damage. As well as it being realistic because it only has one barrel instead of two, as in with the other scatterguns. So, here's the other con, the 35% slower movement speed. So, basically, you move 35% slower from the normal scout, which is at 230 hammer units per second. So, basically, what makes up for this is the pro for this weapon, which is the boost ability. The more damage you do to enemies, the more it fills up. When it goes to about halfway through, it's about the speed as a normal scout. So, and it's pretty easy to fill up. So don't worry, it's not gonna take forever. It takes maybe like 2-3 shots that are like decent meat shots. Can fill up the meter pretty quickly. So that's pretty cool. Let's see. Now this third con is the boost will reset on jump, which is a pretty big con if you are a jumper as a scout. So what I've been done to keep this from happening is that I unbinded my space key, which means that the space key doesn't do anything when I use this weapon. I always unbind it so I don't have to jump using this weapon. Because I don't want to jump with this weapon, I just don't want to reset my speed, I don't want to work for it again once I already have it. So I think it's better to not jump at all than jump and lose everything that you've worked for to get the boost, which is not much, but you know, it's kind of inconvenient if you jump just once, then you lose everything. So this scattergun is pretty decent overall. I've been getting used to it over the past few days. This gameplay here is actually one of the first times I actually used the weapon, which was a few days ago. So this weapon is pretty unique. So the basic gameplay with it is so you don't die and you can use it properly. Is how I use it nowadays is that basically you get in, deal damage, get out. Make sure they don't notice you when you deal damage because basically all you have to do is get in, deal as much damage as you possibly can without them noticing, and then get out as soon as possible. So just try not to let them notice you because you got decent speed with this weapon, so once they notice you, you gotta get the heck out of there. Do not stay in there. You're gonna die, especially if there's a pyro there. And, you know, it's not as reliable if if people notice you, because it doesn't do as much damage as a normal scattergun. So you want to just get in, deal damage, get out, and rinse and repeat. So that's pretty much the main part of this review. It's all done, I guess. The main verdict, the final verdict, I mean, is that this weapon is decent. It might see a buff later in the future. Not that I would say that I would agree with any buffs, but I'm not saying it wouldn't either. But we'll see. Might have some buffs later in the future. So now I just want to talk about a few things. I've pretty much said everything here in previous videos, just to make sure everyone knows. I do have a website. It's going to be in the description. Be sure to sign up on the forums. It's pretty much a place where you guys can talk and hang out, I guess. It's pretty much I apparently made it for Minecraft server website, but you know, whatever. And I also have a Steam group. Be sure to join that. That really helps. Join the Steam group, and as well as the Twitter. I will use that eventually. I don't use it much. I just have it so it automatically posts new videos. That's pretty much it. So be sure you check all those things out there. They all will be in the description in this video. So, well, that's it for me today. I guess I'll see you all later. Have a nice night.